Sa nama je u studiju gospodin Rainer Schalhas, rukovodilac komponente snabdevanje biomasom u okviru GIZ programa razvoja održivog tržišta bioenergije u Srbiji. Ovaj program se sprovodi u saradnji sa Ministarstvom poljoprivrede i zaštite životne sredine i Ministarstvom rudarstva i energetike Republike Srbije. Welcome, Mr. Schalhas. Now, tell me, the University of Kragujevac has recently finished a study of macroeconomic effects of switching from toplanas to biomass. Could you tell us more about it?
Well, thank you very much for the invitation, and I'm very happy to be here to explain more about these very interesting and fascinating results of the macroeconomic study of the University of Kragujevac. As you know, we are working on the development of a sustainable bioenergy market together with the Ministry of Agriculture and Environmental Protection and also with the Ministry of Mining and Energy. And there are several reasons why to switch to biomass. There is an ecological reason to switch to biomass, to reduce CO2 emissions. There is an economic reason because biomass is cheaper than fossil fuel. We have done this study, or we have discussed with the University of Kragujevac, which then has a study to have one more effect which needs to be analyzed. This is the regional income. Now, if we live in Belgrade, or if I would live in Banja Bašta, for example, and I would pay my infostan every month, which I do, and then the money is, at the end of the day, a big portion of the money is transferred to those who supply the toplana with fuel. In case of Masut, it will go to one of the countries which produce crude oil. If it is gas, it would be to somebody who produces and delivers gas. So the money is leaving the region. At the end, even the money is leaving the country, and Serbia has a huge trade deficit. So what we were considering is to change this situation. So if we would switch to biomass, then one significant effect is that biomass cannot be imported because biomass is so bulky, you have so much big volumes to transport that it does not make sense to transport it on a long distance. You have to transport it on a short distance, which means it has to be produced locally and used locally. So in such a case, the money, as a citizen of Banja Bašta or Priboj or whatever it might be, I spend will be used to buy fuel from the region. So there have to be people who produce the biomass. There have to be people who transport the biomass. If there is something produced and transported and stored, you need trucks, you need machines and so on. You need gasoline. So money is spent also for those who sell tires, who maintain the machines, who create new infrastructure and equipment. So all the money is staying here. People will not go 400 kilometers for a workplace. So the people which do this live in the region. They will spend the money which they earn in the region, even if they just go to a cafe, or they buy clothes, or they buy furniture. So they spend it again. So a part of the money still is used a second time in the region. So from the macroeconomic study and how the scientists go there, they say, well, there are direct workplaces created. These direct workplaces are those who chip the wood, who transport the wood, and so on. And then there are indirect workplaces, which says, well, there is a maintenance company or there is a gas station which have indirect influence. And because all they spend their money in the region, they are so-called induced workplaces, a coffee shop owner, for example. So if you count all this together, then in some cases where we work, I mentioned already Banja Bašta and Priboj, there is about 25 workplaces are created just to set up such a supply chain. This is really significant for such a small city and such a region. So to have a number of sum, how much it is, so for around about every 50 to 60 flats which are heated with a toplana which is connected, using biomass, there is one additional workplace created. So this is really a challenge. It's really a good advantage to go there and to do this.
It's a significant number.
It's a big, significant number. And what we need to do is now to go forward and to finish such started projects and such ideas of projects. So it's a call to the public. So it is not only a win-win situation, it makes very much sense. It's a proven technology, it's very logic to do. So my call is really for the public to ask their administration and to support them to switch this.
Thank you very much for explaining all of this, and thank you for coming to our show.
Thank you very much.